Yikes. 2020 is not looking so good.
The Grudge.
What's going on, everybody? It's New Year's. Time for my first review of 2020. Unfortunately, it has to be this one, The Grudge, which is a remake of a Japanese film back in the early 2000s called Ju-on, something like that. And there was a remake, and then there's two sequels to that remake that was PG-13, and this one was marketing itself as a rated R remake. Does this movie earn its R? Yes. Does that R save the movie? No. This is about a woman who is she's a cop, she's a detective, and she moves to this new town with her son, and she is very intrigued by this case that's 2 years old about a woman who killed her family after house sitting in Japan. And she just wants to find out what happened, and she is fucked because of it. Dumb decision. Why she's even interested in this case makes no sense. It's never explained why she's intrigued by it, why she has this burning passion to solve it. I don't know. The only couple of positives I can give this movie is I liked seeing John Cho and Lin Shaye in here. I like John Cho. He's a good actor. I liked him in Searching, my favorite movie of 2018. Besides Hereditary, my favorite non-horror movie in 2018. I liked him in Searching. I like Lin Shaye. She's like horror alumni at this point. She was in Nightmare on Elm Street. Small role. She was a teacher. Then New Nightmare, Critters, the Insidious franchise, of course. So I like seeing Lin Shaye. And there are two characters in this movie were the better acted ones and the more interesting characters, but they're not the focus. They're the background characters or secondary, and that's a shame. And I like the fact that this movie was rated R. They really marketed it as that. They even had like the R in Grudge like highlighted in red, like this is gonna be R. They're gonna go for it. We got Sam Raimi, the Splatterfest king of Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. He's coming to produce this, so it's gonna be great, right? No, it's not. There are some good bloody moments, but unfortunately, there's far and few too little moments. It's just like every once in a while, I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's kind of creepy. I like that. And I like that there's at least a couple of like, almost like Hereditary scares where something's kind of like in the background standing there or like walking in the background. I like that in horror movies instead of the whole like pop-up scare, but this movie still has that. And it's a shame. So on to the negatives. The movie. It's not a good movie. It felt like it was over 2 hours long. It's only 90 minutes. It's a detective movie. I'm not against detective movies, but if you're going to be that investigation cliche movie where they're trying to investigate what happened, make that story interesting and not make me fucking bored. There's just so many scenes in this movie where it was just rinse and repeat, and I felt like I was watching not only a scene from another movie that's already been done before, but a scene that's already been done within the same film. It's like we're doing this again, same setup, same scare. This movie is told out of order. It keeps jumping from 2004 to 5 to 6, and there's no reason to be in those 3 years. They could have just made it modern day, but they keep jumping back and forth so much without telling you. It's like they tell you once, like, all right, this is 2004, this is going to be 2005, and then the film randomly will jump to one random year, and then the next scene will be that random year, and you kind of get lost the first few seconds at every scene, like, oh, I think this is 2006 again. Oh, okay, I think we're in 2004 now. It's like, just tell me and save me the time so I can focus more. But because it's not told chronologically, it eliminates suspense in scenes later on that are going to show you how this happened, but we already know where these events are going to lead. There's just zero tension in the film, and the movie looks ugly. Every house in this movie, every fucking like police station, hospital, every scene's lit the same way with the same wattage, the same orange, dark orange, brown light bulb in the background. Every scene just looks ugly. They try to make everything so dark that it's supposed to be scary because it's dark. It's not scary because it's lit dark. You have to actually create the scare and not just be like, oh, it's dark, so it's scary. So final thoughts. This is a boring, not original, not scary, very dumb PG-13 like horror movie, except it's R. There's just those few moments where there's some blood splatter here and there and fingers being chopped off. Just little things like that. You're like, oh, there's the R, but the rest of it just sucks. It's not a good movie. You got Lin Shaye and John Cho in here who should have been in it a lot more. You got a very bad ending that's predictable and the movie ends, spoiler, on just a shot of a house for 3 minutes straight, and you're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for that payoff, and then just Nothing. It's just another bad January horror movie that got released in January because the studios knew they had a bad film. So when it comes to The Grudge, save your money. Do not check this out because it is wasted time. 2020 is not looking so good. Oof. I bet this will be in my top 10 at the end of the year. I will be shocked to see what will top this. Those are my thoughts on The Grudge. Have you seen this movie? What did you think about it? Is it better than the PG-13 movie? Have you seen Ju-On? Is that worth checking out? Let me know in the comments below. As always, hit this like button if you like what you've seen here, share it with all your friends, and become a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.